finds his target. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Hardy. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And the Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Tells the run, lost the pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. The extra point here would tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Hardy. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Beck. Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time.
Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity.
Breaks free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field.
And the full dive and the grab down the left.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw one first. Snags it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's got the back in the middle. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
He's past the sticks. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line. And that shove saved a touchdown. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Beck. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're all over him. And it's a sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Looking for the time with the extra point. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to Hardy on 1st down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's Simmons to throw. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Out wide left, it's Peoples. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the 1st.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They'll give it to People. Got the 1st down. He's stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move. He'll pull it down and run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Simmons. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Simmons. Still looking. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fires to the tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Ripping through the defense. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Trying to bull his way in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Mizzou will use its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Rushes on. Avoids pressure on the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moves the pocket. It's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Cougars eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Caught. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Reels it quickly, but a good gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it for a big play. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to Hardy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Extending the play. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it in. Slips through the line, and he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's a give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They go play action with Simmons. Looking deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give to Hardy. Pass to 6. Turns it on in midfield. Sprinting away. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Simmons. On the move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Short pass. Shakes a man, and look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Here's Hardy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Still looking. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed a...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Here's Peoples one more time. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball kicker.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Running the red zone, it's Hansen. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. 4th and 11. And they'll take a knee. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. He's past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.